Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kenneth and I talk all about plants and planty things here on Kenny's Plant Feed. If you like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on my plant journey. Alright, plant friends, welcome back. I have missed you dearly. Life is super crazy. School is super aggravating, but I am back. I have missed you guys so much. I do miss putting out videos for you guys, and I kind of have just been kind of out of the loop here with my plants and keeping up with my channel, but I appreciate you guys and your patience and understanding with my schooling, because honestly, I just received nothing but great feedback from you guys when I mentioned that I was starting class again, and this semester was a little more intense because of the fact that I am taking a chemistry class, and it is no joke, all right? Chemistry is no joke. It's easy, but it's like a lot of work, so it kind of makes it more complicated. But anyways, not talking about school. This is about plants, and this is a little update. I kind of wanted to just walk you guys through how I care for my my maintenance for my plants, because I have been slacking on keeping up with the maintenance on these plants. And honestly, it's very good to keep up with cleaning and maintaining your plants, keeping your foliage clean. That way your plants can absorb the most light and they can grow at the best rate they can. So definitely something important that you have to do with your plants, for your plants, so that you can get the best growth and health out of your plants. So this is what we're gonna simply do today. I got a couple plants right before me here, and I'm gonna walk you first through what I have in here, because this is what we're gonna be cleaning my plants with today. This is not the actual like spray that's in here. I got this is now empty, and I have now neem oil that I make my own concoction with. So in here we simply have some warm water, a couple drops of soap, and we have essential oil here just because I like the way it smells. So I have a couple drops of essential oil in here, a couple drops of soap, and just some regular tap water. And we're gonna clean our leaves because this is not a good look, okay? So here I'm gonna show you what I got going on here. This is a Skindaps, no, wrong. We got here just a regular old Philodendron, heartleaf Philodendron, and the leaves look like they're good, but in reality, if you get up close and personal, these babies are super dusty, and I will show you in a little snap quickly before I start cleaning them. Okay, and here is a close-up of this Philodendron heartleaf. I told y'all from afar it looks like it's okay, but in reality, you pull close to this thing and it looks crazy dirty. It's even got some weird stuff going on here. I have no idea what this is, but yeah, this is probably why it's slowed down its growth. I have just not cleaned this thing at all. So it's important to clean your leaves, guys. Don't do what I do. I also have two other philodendrons. This is the Brazil, and again, it starts looking okay, and it's really not. As well as this one. These both sit in different locations. I just put this one in front of a grow light and it's starting to grow bigger. And this one sits in the bathroom, which is why the growth is so small. The light is not the greatest, but it's alive. Yeah, I have two of these because who doesn't have dupes of plants they really like, okay? We all have dupes of plants we really like. Like Pothos are everywhere. I have so many Pothos, it's not even funny. Let me know that in the comment section if you have dupes of plants that you really like. So yeah, I have two of these. I have also two of these regular, oh, you can see it right there in the back. I have two, so this one and then that one that sits under the grow light there all day. And this one sits in the bathroom, so it's kind of like flat on the back and kind of grows up against the wall. It kind of slowed down now that it's winter, so it's not growing as fast as it used to be, but it's okay. And maybe also it stopped growing because of the fact that I don't dust the leaves off and I don't clean them, and that's why it doesn't absorb as much light as it should be. So just a disclaimer for you guys, if you're not cleaning your plants leaves, as I do not clean my plants leaves, your growth will slow, okay? Your growth rate will slow down and your plants won't be putting out as many leaves as they normally would if they were able to absorb all that light that they could, okay? They can't photosynthesize if their leaves are not clear of any obstructing things such as dust, okay? So dust can really prevent your plant from absorbing all the light that it really can. And then we got my emerald Pothos, the one that I showed you guys in our previous video. If you have not seen it, it's that green on green variegated Pothos. Just got a lot of hard water stains and I want to clean that off. And my chewed up silver streak peace lily. Enyo really got the best out of this plant. She really just did her thing on there. So what I'm gonna do for this one is not only clean the leaves, but I'm also gonna give the leaves a little trimming so that they don't look so ugly. And that's a personal choice. You don't have to trim your leaves, but I want to trim these leaves because it just looks like it has a bunch of little teeth marks and I don't like the look, okay? So that'll help that out. And then we also have Mr. Mike. We also have an update on Mr. Mike. So stay tuned to the end of this video so that you can see Mr. Mike and how he's actually doing. So it'll be kind of like an update, right? All right, so let's get started on this. So I have my, like I said before, I have my tap water, soap, and essential oils in here for the cleaning of the leaves. And then I have my, what do you guys call these? Not antimicrobial, is it? I don't know. It's a cloth. I got it from the dollar store. If y'all know me, I love Dollar Tree, and yes, $1 for this cloth, which is perfect for cleaning your leaves because it'll pick up anything that is on there and also will not leave any streaking, which is very important. And then after we're done giving these leaves a nice clean, I'm gonna put some of this in my current mix of soap and essential oil so that this can give it that insecticide, fungicide, and miticide, just a pest control, really to just protect the leaves and the plant. I'll pour some on top. I'll spray some in on the top of the soil, obviously, so that the plants can also be protected that way. But yeah, this is a great thing. It's 70% neem oil and then 30% other stuff. I don't know what that other stuff is, but yes, this is really good. Get your hands on that. Local Home Depot, Lowe's, you can get that for the low, okay?
I'm so sorry.
I thought Enyo was pushing my door in. Sorry guys, we have been rudely interrupted by my wife.
I'm so sorry.
We'll let it slide. Okay. Yeah, I was like, wow, Enyo got really strong there for a second.
And tall.
Okay, so take your spray, and you can do this two ways. You can either spray directly on the plant, or you can spray your rag and then wipe the plant. I'll do both. So the first one, give it a nice, okay. Then you're gonna wanna just take your rag, and I do have lots of cat hair around now that I have Enyo, and honestly, I don't mind it. But yeah, then just give your leaves a good wiping down. Anybody else use anything different to clean your leaves? You can just let me know down in the comments section what you actually do to clean your plant's leaves, because I take any tips, right? I'm not no expert. This is just me on the fly trying to make my leaves look clean and help them grow faster and better. Alrighty, and then number 2 here. Again, I'm just gonna keep spraying these things and wipe them all. They just really need a good soaking. So this is why I am doing it this way, because I gotta get all over. And then you're gonna wipe, like I said, just wipe the leaf to the best of your ability, obviously without snapping them, Kenneth. Gosh, so aggressive. And then you'll want to do both sides underneath and on the top, just in case there's any little buggies underneath the leaf. You're getting them off of there. That way they're not just, you know, festering on your plant without you noticing. Although I do check my plants all the time if they have any bugs and whatnot, because I've dealt with my Dieffenbachias going through it with, I don't know what, could have been spider mites, something, but it's no joke when a plant almost dies because it got bugs and you didn't do anything about it fast enough. So yeah, like Mr. Mike and his root rot. So sad. I honestly didn't even notice anything happening because I thought it was doing fine. And then out of nowhere, it just started declining. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't see any bugs because I would check, like, see if it had any bugs. And there wouldn't be any bugs on Mr. Mike. And I'm going to put this down and keep chit-chatting because it's hard to clean with one hand. But yeah, Mr. Mike just started declining, like, out of nowhere, randomly. And it was quite upsetting because, you know, well, honestly, it wasn't that expensive. It was $10. But it was a wish list plant that I really wanted. And I had finally gotten the opportunity to have one in my home. And then it started doing some craziness. And I didn't understand. You know what I mean? I was still new to all of this. And I was trying to give the plant the best quality of life. Just like any good plant parent tries to give their plants the best quality of life. And out of nowhere, it started declining. And, well, with the decline, I just stopped watering. You know, I just waited until it was really bone dry to then water, but it would bounce up just a little bit and it would go right back down, like as if I didn't water it. And I had just given up on him, okay? I had just given up on Mr. Mike. I said, you know what, whatever. If you're gonna die, then go ahead. Go on to plant heaven. I'm not stopping you. Do what you want. But you guys all shed some grace and mercy on Mr. Mike. And honestly, thank you guys because you guys have saved Mr. Mike's life. You guys have gotten me to give Mr. Mike the medical attention he needed. And all he needed was a little TLC and now he's back up and running. I can't wait to show you guys what it's looking like, because it's amazing what just a little TLC will do for a plant. But anyways, enough about Mr. Mike. We'll talk about him later. How's everyone doing so far, 2021? Any life updates? Anything exciting happened to anyone yet? How many plants have you purchased in the new year? Although you said you weren't gonna buy any, and you did, because that's how it is. I said I wasn't gonna buy any. And I think I bought some plants the very first week into 2021. Whoops. Yeah. I think I should do a haul. Next video, should do a little haul of my purchases from 2021, January 2021. Because honestly, I'm so hyped with the purchases that I've made. And yeah, I've made really good decisions. You know, not breaking the bank or anything, just making good choices with the plants I'm buying. And they have been so rewarding and doing so good. Yeah, so there goes that. Now it's actually clean and looks clean. There we go. See? Just a little TLC goes a long way. It's worth it. Your plants will appreciate you for it. And it looks 10 times better than it did the first time around, right? There you go. That's all it takes, people. Just clean your leaves and they look brand spanking new. Same thing here. Give it that good heavy misting. So with this one, actually, like, I don't know if I said it already, but I put this under a grow light now because I purchased a grow light for my plant stand in the dining room, which is where this one sits. And it is now putting out big leaves. Like now it's putting in a good work, and it definitely needs a cleaning so that it can continue to do that without anything getting in its way. And the leaves are coming out thicker, stronger, and the stems are thicker as well. I love philodendrons because they come out with like this orangey reddish growth, and then they turn into this beautiful green variegated leaf, and it's so amazing. My lemon lime philodendron also comes out with like the orange reddish growth and then turns this vibrant lime green, which is amazing. Like, I don't know how that works, but I appreciate it. I think it's amazing to just watch it go through the cycles of its growing phases, and to be able to just watch that happen over and over again is amazing. Does anybody else enjoy that? That you get to see your plant go through its growing cycles and phases of putting out new leaves? I think that's just the best part of being a plant parent. Am I talking too much? I think that's the point of this video, just to chit chat and clean my leaves with you guys. If you have yet to follow me on Instagram, please go do so at Kenny's Plant Feed. There I post daily posts about my plants on the story. So watch my stories. I'll be able to keep you guys updated on my propagations that I currently have going on, any growth that is currently going on. And yeah, it's just pretty amazing to be able to keep up with all these plants. And now Enyo has warmed up to us a lot more. She jumps onto the bed now, sits on the couch with us, she lays with us. She is the sweetest cat. She has been staying away from our plants now, but I still don't trust her in the room alone. So I tend to just keep my eye on her when she is in the room, because I feel like she's gonna betray me and just eat them up again. And yeah, I don't want my kitty to be eating up my plants. I kind of want my cat alive. I kind of don't want my cat to die. So yeah, Enyo stays out of the plants. Sometimes she tries to be a little sneaky cat and just, like, you know, be all stealth mode and get in there without me noticing. But I notice. Oh my gosh, the variegation on this leaf is so cool. Okay, I have to show you. Look at that. Look at that. Like, wow, what are you? Okay, keep cleaning. I love how Philodendron Brazil, they don't have the same variegation for all of their leaves. Isn't that so cool? Every variegation, every leaf comes out different. It's a surprise. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get each time. I love that. Some have like a perfect line down the middle. Some are split and have different colors on each side. Some are just perfect little heart shapes. Some are longer than the other. You just never know what you're gonna get. And I appreciate this plant for that. Here we go. A nice clean Philo Brazil. These were purchased in small 4-inch pots. They still are in 4-inch pots. And honestly, they're both growing pretty weirdly, but I don't care. I appreciate each one for their own individual uniqueness. I love them each. They're growing in different conditions. You can see how this one grows much more fuller with more light. This one's a little more leggy, and the leaves are much smaller just because it is receiving less light. So just be aware that when you have your plants in low light conditions, you might be getting smaller leaves and slower growth versus higher light intensity and yeah, just better light. You get bigger growth and faster growth. Okay. So always be aware that you get a bushier plant with more light and a smaller plant with less light, okay? And much slower growth. It's bald on the other side. There's no light on this side. It is what it is, okay? I appreciate them both. I really am not picky. Boom, boom. And then there's 3 clean. And all right, let's do Mr. Emerald now. Is this crooked? It's just me. Boom. Oh, am I spilling soil? Again, we're gonna just mist. And then just clean your leaves. All right, y'all. So here we have the global Pothos. Just spray it down and then wipe your leaves clean. we have my silver streak peace lily. We're gonna do the same thing here. Just give it a good spraying all around. And just clean your leaves. And I had told you guys I was gonna give this one a little trim at the tips just because Enyo did get into this one and she tore it up. I don't appreciate that look. I just don't like it. It's not my style. So I'm gonna just cut the tips off as best as I can, you know, preserving as much of the leaves as possible. Just prevent that whole jagged edge look because I don't like that. But this is one of my like higher maintenance plants. This thing always needs a drink. It's always getting watered. It's to the point where I always have it sitting in a plastic container and I just add water as I notice it gets droopy, because sometimes I forget and I get these ugly crispy edges that I can't even, you know, you just gotta be on top of it or else it does not, it's just not nice to you. It's not nice to me at all. Okay, so here we have it. Now it's clean. Now I'm gonna take my scissors. You do want to sterilize any equipment you use for cutting. So just clean it with some alcohol and there you'll be able to just use it for your plants. Y'all, so like I was saying, I got here the neem oil extract and I'm gonna put this into my mixture that I have going on in here. Excuse my really dry hands. I have not put any lotion on today, shame on me. And we'll just put a little bit of this in here and then we're gonna wipe down our leaves with this mixture. This is a very thick and concentrated, so we won't add much of that in there. I think that's good enough. Okay. Sorry about that. That did go kind of flying across the floor, but you want to put that sucker back on here and then just spray your plants with this. No, I'm going to do spray on the rag and then I'll wipe down my plants with it. I think that's going to be smarter. Okay, give that a good shake. Get it going. All right, plant friends, thank you so much if you have watched this video to the very end, as you are privileged to then just see my update on my Monstera that has been rehabbed and is bouncing back. So I'm here now to show you my Monstera Mr. Mike, who was going through root rot and I did not know. And honestly, I at first thought I could just throw water with some peroxide and just let it do its thing, but it was much more than that. This thing needed to be repotted entirely. It just needed to be taken out of that pot, and the roots needed to be cleansed and restored, and that is exactly what I did. I took Mr. Mike, I took him out of the pot, I repotted him, cleaned off his roots, the ones that were dead, no longer good. I took off a lot of leaves that were just dying and not doing any good at all. And he is ready to put out new growth already, which is crazy. So this is Mr. Mike. He is bouncing up. He is much more girthy than before. Like, he's more perky, and you can just see that. He is looking much happier. And I can't wait for him to just start putting out more leaves. As you can see, he is ready to put out a leaf right here on this petiole, or I think that's what it's called. No, this stem, whatever you want to call it. It's ready to put out something new here. I can see it just getting ready to come out, but I won't mess with it. As you know, some leaves look worse than others. Like this one here doesn't look too hot, but it is happier and healthier. This leaf I was gonna cut off completely, and it's already starting to stand up all on its own, so I might not cut it just because it looks a little crazy. This one also looks pretty good. It's starting to stand up all on its own again. But yeah, Mr. Mike is doing really good. I will be posting much more often on Instagram, so go follow me on Instagram at Kenny's Plant Feed, and you'll be able to stay up to date with Mr. Mike, our rehab Monstera. Okay, and like I said, I cut off the dead roots, I repotted it, and I gave it a good watering, and now I just let this thing dry out and water it whenever it's dry. But this is pretty great so far. I've already seen progress, and it hasn't even been more than 2 weeks, 3 weeks yet. But yeah, that's the update for Mr. Mike. Again, I appreciate you so much if you have watched this video to the very end. It does help my channel grow, and I do appreciate you guys for being patient with me with my delayed posting and my infrequent posting. I know I used to post only twice a week. Now I'm posting whenever I get the opportunity to make a video, but I do appreciate you guys and your support. We are almost at 800 subscribers, and that is all thanks to you guys. I am amazed. I am blown away at the way my channel has grown, and it's all because of you guys and your support, your continuous unconditional support. And just know that it is appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed, and it is because of you guys that I am still here trying to make videos for you guys and trying to save Mr. Mike. All right, so until next time, follow me on Instagram at Kenny's Plant Feed. I also have a TikTok. It's also Kenny's Plant Feed. If you like that kind of stuff, go follow me on there and stay up to date with me. Give this video a thumbs up down below if you liked it. And if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. And let me know if you have any rehab plants right now and how they're doing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time at Kenny's Plant Feed.